Welcome. Welcome to this Richmond rebuild. This one, we're not just going to do our best to help the men's side win the premiership, but also help the women's side win the premiership in the very same season. The video will not... As there is no AFL team in history that had ever done the men's and women's double. The Adelaide Crows came so close in 2017. Another team that came so close to that feat a few times, it was the Brisbane Lions. They came so close in 2024 and 2025. Although their men's team won the flags that year, their women's team lost to North Melbourne in the grand finals in both years. And that was a North Melbourne women's team that haven't even lost a game in a long time. This will be one of the purposes of these rebuilds for AFL and AFLW. For the AFLW side of things, we're going to have to see who is going to stop North Melbourne. As they've been a very dominant AFLW side for, well, feels like 10 years or something like that. We do have 3 picks in round 1. We're going to have to bring back Riley Collier-Dawkins to punt road. He didn't really get given a fair go in his time at Richmond. We'll go with Miller Bergman. Play a bit of defence. And we'll get Nathan Kruger to play key forward as well from Geelong. I think we'll give Kruger 30, give him number 20, Collier-Dawkins 31, and Miller Bergman 39. So we just gave Collier-Dawkins a new contract at Richmond. For his long-awaited 5th season at Punt Road. He didn't really get given a fair go in his time at Richmond Women's. We'll simulate through the end of the the end of the Med season. At the end of the, let's see where the Med side finished. Well, the Med side finished 11th. Better than what we did in real life. Well, Richmond Women's have won a match. Finally, they've won an AFLW game in 2026. Lost to Freo, lost to St Kilda, and lost to the Giants. Oh my days, we're in 17th. Jeez, we're bottom of the AFLW ladder. We tried up. How on earth did Josh Smiley have a great season? Although he's not playing much because of injury, he will be remembered in folklore on my YouTube channel. He's finally healthy. And he's won the Rising Star. Jasper Alter came 6th, and Trent Tartotton 3rd. We are building the nucleus. Look at this Tiger side of this. The Tigers' men's side are building a bit of a nucleus. Free agency period's open. Let's see who has left the building. Nick Vlosten has retired, and Judson Clark has been delisted. Oh, can't offer Zach Butters a contract till we possibly make a trade. Because Richmond is so far leading in the race to get Zach Butters. First up in the trade department, let's do it. Let's do a deal with the Swans. We'll send Samson Ryan Packer to Sydney for pick 88. For pick 88. We've even gone. This might actually give us some space to sign Zach Butters. And maybe Kieran Briggs. I don't think the video will end until we get not just the men's side of flag, but also the women's side of flag. Nine years for Butters, and he is officially a Tiger. We're basically shedding the load here. We're sending Tyler Sunsey, Hugo Rouse Smith, the Kelty Lee Fowl, and who else do we send? Oh man, we're sending a few bottom tier players to one of our rivals. Ugh. Well, we'll say goodbye to Jacob Hopper. And hello to picks 44 and 62. With Hopper gone, that might actually allow us to make some trades. It's probably help improve us.
Let me be.
And look at that, we have just got Kieran Briggs. As he improves our ruck division. That gives us enough space to re-sign Nathan Kruger. Now for the Dockers trade. We'll give Fremantle Nathan Broad. He wants to go back to Western Australia to be close to his family. We'll send Kane McCauley, Liam Fawcett, and Campbell Gray over to the Power for pick 85, for pick 67. I think we're kind of building something. We're basically building something special here at Punt Road. Saying goodbye to Broad. Patrick Carr. They can go. Because we've already got enough ruck depth with the depth with Sims, Dan Curvis, Hayes Brown, and the new arrival, Kieran Briggs. The other Tiger we might have to send away. James Trezise. And we'll also get a future first from Fremantle. Just for Murphy Reed to come to Park Road. Look at that, the Tigers. I think they're kind of building a 96 rated midfield here. With Butters, Reed, and Collier Dawkins. Now for his next deal with Melbourne. We're saying goodbye to Tim Taranto's massive contract from the Tigers, and we are saying hello. And we are saying hello to Harvey Langford and his massive potential. Done. Look at that. Look at this time. What an off season for Richmond. Tigers are building for the future. We're not just building for the future. How about we bring back a couple of Tiger legends? How about we bring a couple of legends back to Punt Road? To help out our young side. We're about to deal a future third. For another future third. And a couple of players with high potential. Well, a couple of 99 overall rated legends. Who had won 3 premierships at this great club. Brett Green, Matty Greenwood, and Lachlan Brown. They enjoyed their time at Adelaide, but Richmond can't call them. Because Richmond needed help. This deal with St Kilda was sending Tom Burton, Kai Anand, a.k.a. the grandson of Bud Anand, one who played for the Saints back in the 60s. We're sending him to his grandfather's old club, pick 63 with pick 38. That's trade done. Anand and Burton have been traded to the Saints for Farmer, going to the Tigers. So we have just re-signed Miles Bergman. Well, not Miles, but Miller Bergman. The Tigers have had quite a busy off season. Now the trade period is closing. Period's closed on the 17th in the women's, which is not great. We're going to have to play Libby Graham in the ruck for this one. And we got our butts kicked against Melbourne. Second to last round, we got the Gold Coast. And they're closer to a finals appearance. $11 points down. Oh dear, the Richmond girls are in danger of finishing bottom. And the worst part is, Olivia Walton-Arons is not going to be playing this one. We nearly pulled it off! We nearly pulled off the greatest heist in AFL history! We nearly upset the Kangaroos! We only lost by 2 points! In a heartbreaking fashion! In a thriller! And so Dion Presti and Tom Lynch have officially retired. I didn't know North actually had Lockie Brewer on their list. I reckon he probably signed as a mid-season rookie or something. I just don't really know. Just didn't really know how Lockie Brewer got there. I think he came in the 2025 draft coming from basketball. Same with Miles Renzi going to the Eagles. They signed. What do we need? We got a midfielder, so we got Finn Hunter. For our next pick, we're going to go by needs. We need a defender, so we will get this Peters guy. We need another key forward. We'll hold off on the key forward signing. We'll just get ourselves another ruck and Braxton Hempenstall. North Melbourne have got Sam Simpson. We picked 48. Now we move on to the rookie draft. Well, we got Charlie Edwards from the Crows. Let's assign the Guernsey numbers for Richmond. We'll give Smilly the number 9 number 3. So we can give Zach Butters number 9. And for myself to wear 16 again. Caleb Smith to wear number 1. Harvey Langford to wear 11. Riley Farmer wearing he's going to be wearing his real life Broadview Tigers number for Richmond, 13. Rossler at 19. Greenwood, 5. Briggs to take 23. Murphy Reid to take 14. Charlie Edwards, 28. Hunter, 32. Peters, 35. Heavenstall, 36. Steely Green to take 37 for the Tigers. And now for the AFLW trade period at Richmond. Let's see who we've said goodbye to. Anna Mulholland, Evan Cleary, Laura McClelland, and Paige Scott have all been delisted. Trade period. This is a bit of a mess. This is going to be a bit of a massive clean out. Yasser Hosking. It's been there for a very long time. Hang on a minute. We'll send Amelia Yasser to the Dogs for pick 60. Deal done. Hello, GWS. We'll get the Giants, Sarah Hosking, Montana Barolson. We'll give them Libby Graham back. Maddie Shevlin in return for pick 57 and 75. We only got 18 left. Who else has gone to leave? I think we're basically looking like a selling club. Wow, what a fall from grace for it. What a fall from grace. Just to think we had so much promise. Back in season 7. And then, well, then of course, Richmond lost their VFLW side. Letting good players like Isla Sheeran go to North Melbourne. That ruined the Tigers. That ruined Richmond's women's team in the long run. And trade for Montana McKinnon had happened, and you know what happened. So many injuries. Thank you, Gabby Seymour. We'll send her off to Collingwood for pick 69. That is 18 players we have got now for the women's. This is looking like a thin squad. How the hell are we going to compete? We've not many players. How on earth are we expected to compete for AFLW top finals if we don't have the players? Hello, St Kilda. Welcome to the fire sale. Ali Dalloway for pick 29. And just like that, the Richmond women's fire sale has completed. Bottom of the ladder. We look like frauds. We need some good players. And it's time to get revenge on North Melbourne. The Kangaroos have fraudulently stolen They've stolen all the sharing from us. You know what? The Tigers are not here to mess around. They're ready to get revenge. Ashburdell, Tyler Gatt, Jasmine Ferguson. And who else do we get? Um, out. And Jazz Garner. Welcome to Richmond. These looks like revenge might be sweet. Riddell, Ferguson, Gatt, and Garner, welcome to Punt Road. Pick 29 for pick 35. And Michaela Hyde. Now for this deal with Melbourne, we'll give the Demons Tyler Hanks. Give Monarch Hanks, O'Hara, Wotherspoon. Who else do we take from the D's? How about Liza McNamara? For pick 35, 57, 60, and 69. Bada bing. Well, Richmond are kind of cleaning the house up a little bit. Trading. Let's do a trade with Port. Pick 37 and pick 75 and pick 91. Plus we'll give Port Adelaide Poppy Kelly in return for Abby Dowrick and the best ruckman in the AFLW, Matilda Schultz. Next trade, Carlson. Goodbye, Rebecca Miller. Goodbye, Becky. Goodbye, Becky Miller. Goodbye, Rebecca Miller. Hello, Poppy Schultz. Let's do a trade with Geelong. We'll send Beth Lynch. Lynch and Pugh are going to the Cats in return for Brianna Hyde. This is a rebuild. That's what you call a try period. Richmond. They've cleaned the house, and oh, look at that! They did just clean the house in this try period. We just gutted it from top to bottom. We just gutted the house. And with the first pick, we take Alana Scousey from South Adelaide. That Crows girl. Well, she has now become that Tigers girl after we picked her at number 1. Our next pick is 54. Who do we take with pick number 54? We need a defender. We need a key defender. Any options available? Oh! Could we? Could we pick up the AFL Evolution 2 legend on my channel? Someone who turned into a 96 rated midfielder all those years ago. And so we have selected the AFLW Evolution 2 GOAT, Sophie Marlin. The greatest AFL women's player on AFL Evolution 2. A cult hero of the channel. And so we got Quinn Sunny with pick 70. Looks like another cult hero. Let's assign the Guernsey numbers. Deffelson. Are you going to be happy to take 2? As we got to give this cult hero, give this icon her number 1 Guernsey back. Number 5, 5, 5, 5. We give number 5. We'll give number 5 to Scousy. 7 to Poppy Schultz. Taking 8. I'll probably give that to Abby Dowrick. 13, Gat. Jazzy Ferguson to take 14. Molly O'Hara, 15. Tyler Hanks, 16. We'll give her 17. We'll give Michaela Hyde number 16. Jasmine Garner to wear 18 for the Tigers. Wotherspoon, 20. McNamara, 23. Brianna Hyde, 24. Ash Riddell, 25. Her signature number at North Melbourne. We got to say 29 for Matilda Schultz. Sunny to take 26 and Matilda Schultz to take 29 for the Tigers. Could Richmond's AFLW team get back to what they used to be? They actually finished top 4 with Sophie Marlin on the team back in season 7. Well, will this trade period pay off? We just brought back an icon to our women's program. Well, the men's side are cooking up a 10th place appearance. Mid-season draft time. We get the 6th pick. So we got James Borlace. We needed a defender. And I can see why we picked him. We needed someone to play at the back. Banks has just re-signed. I reckon Marcel might be leaving for Tassie Devils. Jaden Short's re-signed. You know, I might as well just re-sign Marcel. Sorry, centre-half bench. If you're watching this, I'm sorry we've re-signed your least favourite player. Puker's re-signed as well. Can we re-sign Kruger? Done. Well, we are sitting in... We just beat the Dockers! How did we do it? We beat the Lions, we beat Sydney. Richmond are 5th after round 16. Look at that. Look at the Tigers are cooking. They are cooking right. They're cooking right now. Look at that. It's getting served hot. Now we've got a bunch of hot Tigers here. Ready to explode on the field. We don't have Houghton, sadly. Let's hope Fall is set to be in. But Fall. Got to play Mets. Oh, we got to play Mets Cell for this one. We got the Giants. We haven't looked back. But we got an injury to Tom Brown. It doesn't matter. We got Miller Bergman in defence who can cover. And we got Sam Banks. And we also got Sam Banks to cover for that position as well. Oh, lucky we just beat the Gold Coast. Kieran Briggs saved us. And I'm out with a hammy 5 to 6 weeks. It doesn't matter. Taj Houghton's back anyway. Well, we were in the game for most of it against Hawthorn, but we lost. Can we beat North? We got Charlie Edwards playing this week against North. For the first time since 2023, Richmond's mad side, Richmond in general, have beaten North Melbourne. Sam Layla played a great game for the Tigers. We got the Eagles coming up over in the West. Got some upgrades with Fallout. That means we have to recall Kruger. That worked. That means the Tigers are sitting, well, we're basically 2 points shy of the top 4. If it wasn't for a certain draw from Fremantle, Richmond would be in the top half of it, would be in the top 4 in 2027. What a revival. What a revival from Richmond. From near the bottom of the ladder in 2026, tanking for the number 1 pick in 2026. Top 4 almost here we come. Got Melbourne in round 23. We need to beat Melbourne. This is going to be an emotional game for one of our own players. Harvey Langford. Versing his old team. And Richmond have won again. See how Tim Taranto was doing in a Melbourne Guernsey in this game. Wait a minute. He didn't even play. And you wonder why we traded him. Oh, at least I'm back from injury. Ford's out, so we'll have to play, won't play Greiser. Got to give East a run. We've got to play East in this back line. Greaves. We've got to play Sierra Greaves. We want to start her ahead of McNamara. play Schultz up full forward. And Richmond won by 79 points. Now for the Meds game against Collingwood. We held on by a point. We held on by just 1 point. Round 2 against Freo. Oh no, we got no Poppy Schultz. That means we may. It means we might have to play Dana East now back for this game against Fremantle. We got it done by just 8 points. Tyler Hanks had a great game for the Tigers. Qualifying final, we got Adelaide. We got no Sam Layla for this game. Matty Greenwood's out. Next best thing to do, we'll have to call up Sam Cumming. I'll make myself the skipper. But for the women's, we got no McKinnon, so we'll have to play Schultz in the ruck. And we got her sister Poppy to back her up. 3-point winners, and Richmond are in the preliminary final. Bergman and Collier Dawkins are injured. Sam Layla's back. 40 points over West Coast. This is basically Richmond AFLW's best start to a season since probably since ever. And the bad news is we've got no Walmarans for this one, so we'll just recall our former skipper, Katie Brennan. Doesn't matter, we won by 130 points against poor old Melbourne. What about that? Captain's performance right there from Michaela Hyde. 6 goals for 38 disposals. How many tackles did Hyde have in this game? Well, Brianna did have 8, but her twin sister had 5 tackles. With the arrival of all these former rows, it's basically helped us out a lot in AFLW. Probably no need to rush Montana McKinnon back. Don't need to rush. We got to keep the lineup as simple as it is. Sam Layla is back. Five and nothing for the Richmond girls. We just beat Brisbane. Sad part is the men's side couldn't book a spot in the granny. The men couldn't book a grand final spot. We still had a great season. It's a shame it came to an end at the hands of Fremantle. O'Hara's re-signed. Hanks is re-signed. Easter's re-signed. Matilda Schultz. We needed a re-sign. Or Mackenzie. Oh dear. We can't even re-sign McNamara. We're kind of a bit over the cap, really. Murphy Reed won the Brownlow medal. Now as a Tiger. He's had such a stellar year. Well, Collingwood nearly brought our run to an abrupt end. We'll just leave the women's side of things to, well, very soon, because we've so far got a men's off season to do. We've just delisted Oliver Hayes-Brown. Trade period is officially open. Let's do a try with North. We'll give the Kangaroos Steely Green, Tom Brown, Jack Ross, pick 61 in return for Sam Layla's best friend, Fen O'Sullivan, the number 2 pick in the 2024 draft. We've got the number 1 and number 2 picks from the same class, Layla and O'Sullivan. And we're about to send Seth Campbell and a future second to the Adelaide Crows. Well, there's a bit of irony in this one. Miles Bergman, the bloke that cost the Crows, bought Adelaide the showdown against the Crows, was actually the Crows. So far I got 40 players. Who do we find from defensive free agency? Well, Hugh Bond's available. He got delisted by Adelaide. And Hugh Bond's set to play for Richmond for the next 5 years in free agency. After free agency. I think we're pretty happy with our off season. Well, Richmond's women's team are in the grand final against Adelaide. But this one's not going to count because the men's side missed the GF. So we got Julian Winters of our only draft pick in the 2027 draft. Here we were getting the rookie. Well, we don't have a pick. O'Sullivan 19, Bergman 30, Shelley 37, Bond 40, Winters 42. Although Richmond's women's team have won the 2027 premiership, but this next trade, we'll do a trade we'll send Kate Dempsey to the Dockers to pick 22. It should give us enough space to re-sign Matilda Schultz. Cronin, Tynan, and Mueller. Picks 18 and 22. And so we just dealt Montana McKinnon back to the Crows. Finally, the Tigers have re-signed Matilda Schultz in this season. Another trade we're doing with North. Weston Turner, Craven, Resnan. I think we're kind of turning into the Richmond Kangaroos at this point in AFLW. I think it looks like we're kind of turning into the Richmond Kangaroos at this point. North Melbourne have dominated the AFL women's landscape in the 20s. Throughout the first half, most of the 2020s. Maybe this is time for Richmond women to actually dominate in the 30s. So we'll just simulate through the draft because we don't have a pick. We've wasted all our picks because of a big trade. Titans got 28 for the Tigers this season. It's just crashed. Finally. Finally, we move on to after Phil was rooting around. We finally head to 2028. Anyways, now we're moving on to the 2028 season. We're back to where we started, 10th, and a 12-point win over the Suns up in Darwin. We actually took Terrell in the mid-year draft. They were given 41. Beat the Hawks. Lost to North. Sixteenth round, we got Sydney. Oh no, Green was retired. Bad news for Richmond. Win, loss. Win. Fifth after round 21. Fifth after round 20. Oh, hopefully the SANFL, hopefully the best competition outside the AFL can get better soon, Riley. But hopefully they can come to their senses and keep the SANFL reserves competition going. Unfortunately, if they lose the SANFL reserves, well, this might only help Adelaide Footy League. This might only help with the improvement of Adelaide Footy League. With well, for example, if they scrap this SANFL reserves competition, unfortunately, we might see the likes of example with the West Torrens player possibly signing for someone like maybe Flinders Park or maybe Smosh Westlake, St. Ramblers, possibly maybe even Port District. All aces out. Good news is Farmer's back. He leads Richmond to a win over Freo. There's so many great players in Adelaide Footy League. Playing like one of the great coaches in Div 1. He was the Woodville West Torrens reserves coach years ago, Matt Knight. He's now leading Appleton A grade to a finals charge in Div 1. It is in his first season coaching in Div 1. And in his third season overall coaching the Raggies. And sadly, we've got Snilly out for the game. Bergman comes in. That proved costly. Finished 6th. We got Smiley back. Got Gebkus coming into the side. And with Olga. 2-point win over Melbourne in the elimination final. Ollie Dawkins comes in for Grills. Richmond are through to another prelim. This time we've got there versus North Melbourne. Oh no, we've got no Nan Curvis for the preliminary. So we'll recall Ball Ace. Put Farmer in as a backup ruck. We'll put Kruger in as a backup ruck. Tigers are through to the AFL Grand Final for 2028. Well, the women's team just keep on rolling. 103 points over Collingwood. Well, the men's Tigers are versing Geelong in the grand final. Put Rechko in for the granny against the Western Bulldogs. That certainly is right. You got your real life number at Richmond, number 13. So I reckon if you went to any club, played for any club, I reckon you'll be playing really good. Good like you did at St Kilda. You've been playing really good football there in 2026. And if another club picked by other clubs, you would still play really good. Right. Hanway Laws in for the midfield. Or having captained the Tigers in the big dance against the Western Bulldogs. As it has just taken 2 years in this rebuild for Richmond's men's team to make the grand final. And with the momentum the women's team are in at the moment, could this be the year we do the double?
Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. We're coming to you from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. The grand final is here at last. This should be a classic between Richmond and the Dogs. These two teams have outlasted everybody. They've overcome obstacles and proved themselves to be the best two teams in the comp. But nobody wants second prize. And here come the visitors.
Wally West in this grand final, he'll be still looking to avenge his dad, Scott. His father never won a premiership at the Western Bulldogs as a player. He came so agonisingly close several times in 97 and 98 when his Dogs lost the prelims against the Crows in both years. This is the Bulldog side coached by Luke Beveridge. Here comes the Tigers, under the coaching of Zach Domenico and Sam Blagora. We've got Zach Domenico coaching the men and Sam Blagora coaching the women.
I'm joined by Daniel Harford. Great to have you along, Harf. How do you see this one unfolding?
Good to be here, Hutto. I like the Dogs. Not the popular pick, but I just think they're a bit more settled and well placed to counter the opposition's strengths. I can see this one going down to the final minutes.
Thanks for that, Harf. Plenty of noise and excitement as we await the coin toss.
After Richmond, which team should I rebuild next to see if I can get them to do the AFL and AFLW double? I can definitely do that. The Eagles, this one. I reckon this will be the one Jesse from True Footy will be very excited about. West Coast Eagles. They're 16th on the ladder in real life right now.
Richmond's streak of 20 consecutive MCG wins was under threat when the Western Bulldogs led them by 17 points in the second quarter in round 23, 2018. The Tigers hit back hard and had an 8-point lead at the final change. That grew to 18 with a Jason Castagna goal at the 18-minute mark of the final turn. Mitch Wallace and Billy Gowers then brought the Bulldogs back to within 5 points before 9-gamer. Brad Lynch marked just inside the boundary line around 40 metres from goal with 52 seconds remaining. His long curling shot took the left goal post and the Tigers held on for a 3-point win. Their incredible MCG streak intact as the Tigers finished 2 games clear on top of the ladder. The final scores were 15-8-98 to 14-11-95.
Kennedy, he's under close attention. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. English palms it down. Richards, Reed with a steal. Good thinking and good execution too. Clever kick. Houghton marks inside.
Definitely
50.
Roz.
I'll
be a big game for my boys tomorrow, and
put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
I got a feeling. I reckon Matty Greenwood in this game, he'll play like he is.
How's the finish? He hasn't hit it.
The Scott Pendlebury of the Inclusive League in this game.
Can he find a teammate?
Jesse Stevenson, the new bloke I got from Salisbury North. He's looking like, I think he might be beginning to look like the Nick Dacos of the league at this rate.
Doesn't often waste it. Wasn't a great kick.
And
They've turned it over.
I'll see it, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow
not gonna get it.
at Max Amber.
English with a deft tap. Richards. Defence 101 there. He's good in these situations. It's going close. He's found the woodwork.
The perfect start's gone begging, but I'm seeing some good early signs for them.
Bergman heads wide with the kick in. Bolter works hard to present. Butters with a chance to relieve the pressure. He's hit up the lead. Into the middle with the kick. Ball lays. Has found some space. Normally delivers. Punched that like he meant it. Dale onto it in a flash. Hines marks on centre wing.
Not wanting to bomb to a contest. That's well played. Taru takes a potentially goal-saving mark on the last line of defence. Bergman with a chance.
I reckon
to
it might
run.
be.
Layla
I can be able to let the lads know half time
Armstrong has
to help
got
help
loose.
yourself
He
get a
might have thought
goal.
about the corridor. Honours the lead. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Scott makes good contact. Gibcus, Langford, Layla. He's made a hot start to this match. It's a race for goal. Sharp, desperate to win it back. Trying to get it out of the danger zone. Richards, working hard and presenting well. He doesn't waste many. West on a lead. That's skillful. Selwood, here's real danger now. Alarm bells are ringing. Can he finish it off?
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
For the first goal of the grand final, listen to the roar.
They had to work hard for that first goal, but in the end, it was a pretty simple one, made possible by some smart decision-making.
I reckon you are playing on. I reckon you're playing on the wing in this game.
The Dogs were
I
underdogs
reckon-
coming in, but they look anything but in the early going.
I reckon the other
Richards,
my teams when you could be
Fraser,
versing that
terrific tackle.
game. Probably maybe
There
could be
might have
maybe
been an
Alex
argument for a
DeLuca.
free kick there.
He's a good bloke. Dokes. And
English wins
another
the
bloke
tap.
you could take.
I don't think he meant to smother
But
it.
unfortunately-
Fraser manages to get off a handball.
And-
Kicks to space.
He knows that
Can they catch them out on the turnover?
it'll be
Retschko.
very hard
Good
match up on the wing
disciplined defence.
if your opponent
Steady,
is
delivers,
Matty Greenwood,
back they come.
aka
After a big game from
the
him today,
inclusively
that's a great
GOAT.
start.
In this Richmond rebuild
Both
role, he got the
sides on the
privilege to
ball.
play alongside the GOAT, Matty Greenwood.
The big men fly. Kennedy, Richards,
My career says he's actually
out
won
of the
7
congestion.
Brownlow
Does
medals,
well under pressure. Not the required
4
15 metres.
premierships,
The Tigers have
2
won it
Norm
back.
Sniffs,
A little clumsy with that tackle.
one of the
Good
greats
kick.
to ever kick a football.
Layla leading from the front. Bergman, he's been busy so far. O'Sullivan, strong grab. Probing ball. That's poor play. Hacking it forward. Quality delivery by foot. What's he got on offer? Goes long. Smiley tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Absorbs the pressure. The non-preferred lets him down.
A good tackle there, forced him into the mistake.
He's made a bright start. That is very charitable. That's a useful ball. McNeil had his name written all over it. In he goes.
This would give them some breathing space.
Drop pass. Goal!
Some great work there to create the easiest of goals.
The Dogs have pushed the margin out to beyond a goal. Briggs with a deft tap. They have a good understanding, those two. Bergman, important tackle. He was just about through otherwise. Briggs marks. Will he go the bomb? Spud Frawley would have loved that one. High.
And
If he thought he was getting
Or he'll
away,
be very
he
hard
was
to stop.
sadly mistaken. Their tackling
he's
was
just
great
that
intent.
good
Good ruck work.
in
Dealt with the
football.
pressure.
One of the
Slow.
greats to ever kick a
Runs onto
football.
it. Boot, ball, goal!
If he wasn't such a big ball winner, he'd make a very good forward. He's certainly got great goal sense.
It's already looking like the grand final we were hoping for.
And I've been teammates with him for like
English,
nearly
the
10,
winner
just
there.
about 10
Richards
years.
does the roving. Fraser onto the non-preferred. West feeling the heat. Darcy is in the clear and marks uncontested.
It's as if they don't rate this player. He's already hurt them, and he's about to hurt them again.
Darcy gets his second.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The goals are coming thick and fast. This is great to watch. English palms it down. Richards, West. That's good work rate. The Dogs look sharp early. Can't keep hold of it. Through it goes, and they extend the lead.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
The Dogs having a good patch. The big men fly. Rechko, the midfield battle so important. Gibcus outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. They must tidy up their kicking. Can he hit a target? Bergman doing what he does best. Gibcus, Elgar, great hands there. Looking to peg one back. Buderick, we've seen that before. Full, that's sloppy play. Bergman, I think he's forgotten which end of the ground he's at.
You don't see that every day. Boy.
Dale to bring it in. Waitman makes position. The Dogs are up and about early. Manages to find a teammate. Waitman, Langford got a fist in. You can't question his commitment. He's done brilliantly. Algier, loose ball in the pocket. And a moment for the players to catch their breath.
You don't often get beaten when you win the clearances, contested possessions and disposal efficiency, and this match is no exception.
Briggs got his palm to it. Butters, what can he do with it?
I reckon he might be Coach's Award.
Langford, an ever-present threat. Gets his kick despite the heat.
They do everything
goes.
right by
The Dogs are certainly looking the better side, but they'd love to give themselves a
don't
bit
get
more
involved in
breathing
any of the
space here.
fights that happen during the year.
Briggs wins the tap.
A lot of players were involved in the fights.
Stopping. Layla, he's run into trouble. O'Sullivan.
Caused a few
That's why they want the ball in his
few of your old teammates to probably come back to my team. One of them is Josh Underwood. He came back to my boys in round 7. The other one is Jezza. He's looking at coming back to my team. He's looking at being my teammate again next season.
It's a great contest. English punches it out of the ruck. Gardner, Bolter clears the area. Taru doesn't often waste it. Smiley takes it at centre half back. Well-weighted kick. Gardner, solid tackle. They're on point so far. Hines, Dale, they've worked it well. How's the entry? Great footy. They're hard to stop when they move the ball like that. Heads for full forward. Gibcus, no easy exit. No way through there, and they'll reset. English showing his skills. Fraser, Gardner, gathers, throws it on the boot, and that's a goal.
That set play worked a treat, but at the same time, their opponents were generous in allowing it.
I reckon you are in the front running for the Coach's Award.
So the underdogs throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. Rechko, clever handball. O'Sullivan, the defenders will be nervous. Dale went bang. Big tackle laid. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Punch clear. Fraser, they'll need to limit his influence. Gardner, they've put themselves under pressure. Layla, dangerous to leave on his own. Dale picks it off. That's poor kicking. McNeil, all on his own. What's he got on offer? A good kick here and they'll be in business. Gibcus takes an excellent grab. Normally delivers. Collier Dawkins pushes into space and receives the footy. Didn't think twice about taking the advantage. They're searching for a late goal. The umpire will have it. English got his palm to it. He's caught. Squeezes the kick. Sharp, crunching tackle. Ball up in the shadows of quarter time. The Dogs have got out of the blocks well. Their confidence will be high as they head to their huddle. It's time for some observations from Gary Lyon.
Coaches these days don't generally like a lot of goals being scored, so look for them to put the brakes on. Every coach values team defence and being able to take away the opposition's strengths, because every goal the opposition kicks is one more you have to kick.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again.
I reckon you will. Could be. I reckon you'll be a two-time Coaches Award winner, and also could be three-time goal kicker if you can get a goal on Saturday.
English. It's a good old-fashioned coat hanger. You can see their confidence growing. Fraser can keep it moving. They're a big chance here. Reed, stripped of it. Layla just had to get it out. Bolter, a quick getaway wasn't possible. Great tackling technique there. English is giving him a bath. Gardner, rinse and repeat. English wins it. Gardner. That's close. He liked it off the boot, and now he likes it more.
I reckon your player CV is looking really good.
You'll be happy with that.
There'll be an interchange. Got to put O'Sullivan back on. Guy been playing in the forward line was actually Bergman's strong point. We'll put him back in defence. We'll put Kroger back in the forward line. Done.
The Dogs are really taking it to them today. English continues to have his way. Gardner, Kennedy fighting hard. Bontempelli, good-looking kick. Sanders has a vice-like grip. West. He's kicked it like an arrow. Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Anthony Hudson. We're coming to you from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. The grand final is here at last. This should be a classic between Richmond and the Dogs. It's the best of the best. Winner takes all. A season full of twists and turns comes to its conclusion. Who will be crowned Premier today? And out they come, led by their skipper.
Richmond led the Western Bulldogs by 32 points when Jack Riewoldt kicked his third goal in the second minute of the second quarter of their clash at Docklands in round 7, 2017. The Dogs kicked the next three and turned it into an arm wrestle. After Toby McLean and Marcus...
Listen to the roar.
I reckon your resume is going to be legendary in the inclusive league, Riley.
That's a bruising tackle. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. English looking for territory. Kennedy read it well. Sharp. They've put themselves under pressure. Smiley. It's not a fair fight. It's proving hard to get a clearance at the moment.
We haven't seen any spot yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
Reed. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Armstrong on a lead. That's a useful ball. Butters has a way of drawing the footy. Can he finish it off?
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
for the first goal of the grand final. Listen to the roar.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Tigers have put the first on the board quickly. English showing his skills. Richards
I reckon you certainly
gets his
are.
hands on it early. Good for the confidence.
Greenwood's at the
Their
Pendlebury.
appeals have
He's got
fallen
the
on
Pendlebury
deaf ears.
VS NFL Inclusive League title. He's a great player for a
Palms
very
it
long
down.
time.
Reed, the midfield battle's so important. O'Sullivan, Butters, Langford gets on the end of it. That's great footy. Bombs it in. Butterick got a fist in. High. Kruger intercepts the hand pass. It's there.
The Dogs are on the back foot. That was possibly a bit too easy.
The Dogs have been slow out of the blocks. The big men fly. Reed gets the kick away. He's stolen a march. The Tigers are playing like winners. They've opened them up here. Goes long. Good disciplined defence. Bontempelli, he's lost it. Throws it on the boot. Butters takes an excellent grab. They're all over them early. Bontempelli making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Briggs showing his skills. We've seen this before, and you just get the feeling we're going to see it some more.
These defenders might be in for a long day if their midfield doesn't start working harder.
The Tigers have made some start to the grand final. Punch clear. Richards. They are hunting the ball carrier. Layla heads them off at the pass. You can see their confidence growing. Langford delivers a long ball. That's a bit of a waste. Terrific forward pressure. Gone. Caught napping in a dangerous spot.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there. I'm going to make a big call here. It's only early and the scoreboard's not out of hand yet, but this has got some hallmarks of a smasher.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
They might need to be more patient in constructing better shots at goal.
No time like the present. Well-weighted kick. Waitman runs onto it and can relieve the pressure. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. English with a deft tap. Layla. Drop punt looks good.
You certainly do, Riley. You deserve to be in the leadership group next season for Broadview. And for future, I reckon maybe Athelston. Be good if we can team up one day to Athelston, or whether it be both playing or
really need to respond
you playing me coaching in the future.
English got his palm to it. Solid tackle. No way through there, and they'll reset. Briggs got his palm to it. Kennedy, a model of consistency. Sharp, Gardner, Hines. Was that a legal disposal? This is great pressure footy. It's a stoppage-heavy game at the moment.
Lots to analyse, Gary. What stands out?
The Dogs have got the job ahead of them already. They need to stabilise pretty quickly before it gets out of hand.
They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. English with a deft tap. Gardner, Richards, Sharp. Has to be clean. Crunching tackle. He's drawn a crowd. There are no easy kicks out there, that's for sure. Good ruck work. Smiley, O'Sullivan, Layla. The Tigers are doing all the attacking. Full. Can they get another one here? They're running riot.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
The Tigers by 31. English showing his skills. Richards, he's gone. Briggs, they might be caught out on the turnover. Norton looms large as usual.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
Big chance here. They need it, but he's missed.
Doesn't exactly encourage the midfielders to work harder.
Bergman heads wide with the kick in. Gee, they're playing well. Good thinking and good execution too. That's skillful. He's hit up the lead. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Thumped away. Rochelle. Gibcus manages to get off a handball. Houghton, Langford, they're on point so far. Borlase working hard and being rewarded. That's a strong mark. Golden opportunity here.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through.
He might just be in for a big day.
The Tigers are strutting their stuff. They're a force to be reckoned with. Reed just shoveled it out. Smiley. Was that a throw? Sharp. Dangerous to leave on his own. He's made a bright start. High has found some space. Great play. Big chance here if he can steady himself. He's missed. The tackle affected the kick.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Bergman to bring it back in. Manages to find a teammate. Honours the lead.
It's currently 37 to
Tries a
30.
safe ball. Bergman with a chance to run.
In favour of Richmond in the Mets grand final.
That's a good option, and this looks promising.
After this one, I think if the women's make it, we'll be doing the AFLW grand final as well. To see if we can achieve this double.
Selwood in some space on the wing. Alarm bells are ringing. They need to hit the scoreboard here. Sharp marks. Will he go the bomb? Darcy. No one's gone near him, and he could make them pay.
The Tide's well and truly against them. This is a must.
They've missed a couple early, but not this one.
They've looked to the likely source to provide a spark, and he's done just that.
The Dogs have opened their account. English wins it out of the centre. Richards, Bontempelli running in support. And we will do it all again. English got his palm to it. Richards. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Navigated the traffic. Bond, he's set upon.
The Tigers have jumped out of the blocks. They could have this sewn up by half-time the way they're going.
Briggs got his palm to it. Smiley. That's an uncharacteristic mistake. What's he got on offer? Forward they go again. Sharp. He'll work all day. High. Takes the hand pass. It's there!
Can that ignite them? They haven't been playing great footy, but gee, they're not out of this.
You sense the momentum has shifted. The big men fly. Richards, Gardner, competing fiercely. Sharp. Punched away. Ball lays. Can he mop up? Scrounges a kick. The sprint is on. Gibcus kicks to a contest. No one can mark. Met solidly. Little one to half back. Hines runs onto it. That's commitment to the cause. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Rucks go at it. Bontempelli. We've got another stoppage. English showing his skills. Clean pickup. McNeil drops into the hole and marks. The Dogs having a purple patch. Collier Dawkins can't mark. He's been dispossessed. That's poor play. Kruger in the centre square. Nice little give. Hyde accepted the invitation.
They're tackling with venom today.
English slaps it out. Bontempelli. Darcy fumbles. Could be costly. Under pressure. Who wants it the most?
It's been deemed a deliberate rush behind. Oh, that hurts.
It's a brain fade. The coach will surely forgive him as long as they don't lose by a kick.
They've got 3 on the trot.
When that first one goes through the middle, it really helps to clear your mind of niggling little doubts and anxieties.
The Dogs having a good patch. Briggs wins it. Smiley. Collier Dawkins. It's a tough game. Kicks to space. Bergman stripped of it. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Can they get another one? Borlase with the big fist. Bergman. Neat little stab kick. That's well played. Tidy ball. Briggs can keep it moving. They're all over them early. Rochelle all on his own. The Tigers looking ominous. Butters. Great body work. O'Sullivan takes a beauty.
The Tigers have come to play and are threatening to open up a decent gap on the scoreboard.
Should be a goal. He's missed.
Well, it's currently 18 points in favour of Richmond in the men's grand final.
Forward 50 until they can create another shot at goal.
The Dogs will be disappointed because what they spoke about during the week hasn't come to pass. They'll need to make changes.
For this season, Riley, I'm actually looking set to play cricket myself. I'm heading to looking to head back to Appleton for cricket.
They certainly got the jump in the first turn.
And they're happy to bring
wait for the right options,
me to come back.
Their kicking skills have also come to the fore.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. Briggs with a deft tap. Smiley. O'Sullivan. He's been accosted.
They're tackling with great intent.
Briggs with the tap. They have a good understanding, those two. Collier Dawkins. Reed gets the kick away. Rochelle had his name written all over it.
He doesn't miss many, so you wouldn't think this would pose any problems.
Struck it well. No problems there.
They switched off for a bit, but as if sensing some danger, they've switched back on and managed to construct a goal that might just have headed off some creeping insecurities.
The Tigers with a steadying goal. English has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Anyone's ball. Selwood needs to be quick. Bond. We've seen that before. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. They've bottled it up. English looking for territory. Bontempelli caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. Hines. The kick is precise. Going for territory. It's a bad mistake. What can they build here? Collier Dawkins marks in the back pocket. His field kicking is normally first rate. Ball lays. The Tigers look well drilled. Good work rate. Butters attracted a crowd. No wonder coaches go grey. West. Here's real danger now. They've got to get a wriggle on. Hines. This is a big opportunity. He could have blazed away, but he's done the team thing.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
They're crying out for a goal, and he's answered the call.
They haven't been at their best today, but they're hanging in there, and maybe that goal can ignite them.
The Dogs with a much-needed goal. Briggs showing his skills. Smiley.
O'Sullivan. Kruger marks it centre half forward. That'll work. Buderick making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. He'll be sore in the morning. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard. Briggs wins the hit out. Rechko. He's got it.
It's a sizable margin now and just desserts for both sides, to be honest.
The Tigers are holding them at bay.
Yeah, it certainly will be a big
The
concern
big men
for
fly.
next season.
Kennedy does the roving. English.
Years.
Can he impose himself on the match? Good disciplined defence.
And whether Athelston can be able to compete with against Kilburn and Goodwood and all that.
It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
I reckon
The Dogs aren't winning anywhere near enough ball, and when they do, they're turning it over. They need a big lift.
Rechko.
if you had to leave Broadview, I reckon
O'Sullivan,
Kilburn and Athelston be up there as your top two
Layla
choices.
Does well under pressure. Scott went bang. Bramble. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Sanders. Now it's someone else's problem. Layla stripped of the footy. He's generally a good kick. Norton goes without it. High just shoveled it out. How will the umpire see this?
Same.
Kennedy
I
I
even predicted that in one of my rebuilds last year to improve.
He just dropped
But,
it. They've put themselves under pressure. Darcy is always dangerous
sadly,
inside 50.
hasn't happened.
One behind.
I wonder whether there's a lack of confidence in the big
Even
forwards.
called
to
that
take a
once my
contested
YouTube
grab.
channel.
Hence the difficult shot
But-
seemed like a better option.
Results weren't going your way. They're up there, brother.
The ball's been living at one
Sadly.
end. Can they get it forward this time? Waiting for someone to come at him. Darcy, within range, can make them pay.
He'd kick this more often than not.
He's given it a tug and missed.
Doesn't exactly encourage the midfielders to work harder.
Bergman with the footy. The kick was centimetre perfect. The Tigers are bringing great energy. Taru working hard
Yeah,
and being rewarded. Briggs
I thought that
has
would have
found
happened
some
this
space.
year,
Good
but-
thinking and good execution too.
But
Armstrong
T3 Gully
on the lead.
basically loaded up,
What's he
so
got
did
on
Kenilworth.
offer? Cotton has got loose. He struggled to make an impact to this point.
Even my boys,
Kruger,
Athelston,
he's outmarked two
Athelston
of them.
were chasing
Waitman
finals, and I thought it was
tries to
all
strike it
over
out of the
for my
danger zone.
boys.
Buderick, Armstrong read it
I
well.
thought we had a great run,
That's skillful.
but
Selwood couldn't quite.
we
Rechko.
proved ourselves. My
It's a
team
goal.
proved ourselves
He's just
wrong.
not giving the ball back, which makes
I'm
it
still in
hard
the
for
I'm still in the finals hunt.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. Smiley. O'Sullivan dealt with the pressure. English runs onto it. Sharp. Defence 101 there. Waitman. They could do with this. They could really do with this. It's home.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
The Dogs haven't played great footy, but they're hanging in there. Briggs palms it down. Smiley. O'Sullivan. They cannot keep him quiet. Houghton outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
To make it effectively a 5-goal game.
Set sail for goal, but the kick is
Certainly,
astray.
you guys
One
certainly
behind
need
only.
spring 2 nights
Might
away
deserve to go,
to
but wasn't
improve
to be.
results. I remember it happened to Christie's in 2022. They
They've set
nearly
up
made
well
the
for
granny.
kick
They
in.
made the granny and lost the
Waitman presents
Kenilworth.
in space. That's a useful ball. Dolan. The Dogs, not at their best so far. High, normally delivers. Manages to find a teammate. Good kick. Bontempelli marks on centre wing. Can he hit a target? They can turn defence into attack now. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Briggs, the winner there. Smiley. Reed, he's been industrious. Thumped away. Rechko. Smiley.
The Dogs have denied them the corridor. Solid tackle.
No, they fell off and finished fifth.
Stoppage coming up on
Kenilworth won again that year. Christie's lost a lot of players that time. Kenilworth, Goodwood, even the Kilburn. There's about a huge fight that happened in the 2022 prelim. I played that game for Eastern Park and my boys lost that time. But luckily I was not involved in that fight.
Scott doing what he does best. Got to get rid of it. Rechko gathers. Reed, O'Sullivan looking to extend this margin. Cotton gets on the end of it. That's great footy. High wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Sharp with a chance to run. Takes them on. Tidy ball. Honours the lead. Taking time to assess the options. Waitman works hard to present. Little one to half back. They're moving the footy well here. Clever kick. That's a good option, and this looks promising. The Tigers guarding the corridor. Selwood on centre wing is marked. What's he got on offer? Another goal, and they'll believe. Dolan in the clear. Sets a task for the forwards. Gibcus puts his head over.
Certainly does. I think the game style needs to change for your boys.
Umpire's ball.
They'll be back playing finals.
Briggs has probably got the points at this stage. Collier Dawkins finds himself deep in defence.
It's
a desperate tackle.
good for the league for your boys making the finals.
Goal, but he was shut down quickly. Briggs looking for territory. O'Sullivan, Collier Dawkins. He's lost his bearings. Ball lays. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Bond. That's good work rate. Well-weighted kick. Who's front and centre? Dolan. Terrific tackle. That has to hurt. Bond. He's under close attention. We'll have a ball up as we approach half-time. Norton with a deft tap. Dale. Gardner. Throws it on the boot. Darcy takes a beauty.
Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
From the pocket, looks good, is good.
Great team goal. They keep playing like that, they won't be behind for long.
Both sides have had their moments, and we're delicately poised as we near half-time. Smiley, O'Sullivan, here's a chance to get it forward. Reed, Collier Dawkins, gets his kick despite the heat. Kruger appreciates that delivery.
He's batting at 100% so far.
For Flinders Park. It was a good year for yourself, Ross. Also,
he's already got one.
One of a good year for my boys, Applestone. Maybe
Whatever the
Granny
score
Bobby
ends
was
up
the
being
channel.
today, it'll be at least 5 points short of what it should have been.
Dale with the footy. Norton working hard and presenting well. Takes the safe option. Gardner has charged into space. The coach will start pulling out hair in a minute. That's the first half done and dusted, and we have been treated to a shootout. Let's hope it continues. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
The Tigers put together an excellent first half, and one of the features was their aerial dominance. It feels like they're marking everything at the moment, although the opposition is certainly guilty of gifting the ball back on occasion.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway.
It's been a great duel between the two big men. Norton runs onto it. The Dogs should score here. Bergman makes good contact. Met solidly. The fans will be happy to see this. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Briggs has got on top. Smiley. Taru. Quality delivery by foot. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. A spell on the pine might be warranted after that. Suddenly there's some belief about them. That's well played. Can't hang on under close attention. Bouncing ball. They're playing with purpose and poise. He's hit up the lead.
I reckon he definitely will.
I've liked his game
I reckon
today.
he'll definitely
The
help
kick
you
is
with your game.
precise. Doesn't often waste it. Scott
Out a
wins
lot.
it back. Great mark. Can they
So you
kick
can
the
be able,
footy this time?
so you can be able to
Collier
become the
Dawkins only
Marcus
knows
Bontempelli
one
of Broadview.
He's only had the one inside 50. That's poor play. Norton, dangerous to leave on his own. This will be a deep entry. It's been that kind of day for them. Good looking kick. Reed gets to the front spot. He doesn't waste many. Darcy intercepts on centre wing. Just has to hit a target. Reed has eyes only for the footy. Rochelle. Smiley. It's no place for the faint-hearted. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Briggs has rucked tirelessly. O'Sullivan. Butters. I felt that one from here.
Certainly are.
Tackling with great intent.
But
showing his skills.
I think there could be one AFLW player from like still past or present that includes the game it could be compared to was
a fair bit to be desired.
I'm thinking a certain Collingwood of Fremantle AFLW forward by the name of Michaela Hyde. She, in her day, she was a bit like the Fire McCreary of AFLW. Like pressure forward, and also I think she actually once let a game in meters gained in the one game a few years ago.
The Tigers have one hand on the cup.
I think it was against Adelaide or something like that.
Dominant in the rut. He's kicked it the wrong way. Selwood gets a kick away. Sharp. He's set upon. Just had to get it out. Dolan. He's caught. They're tackling with venom today. Briggs. He's worth his weight in gold. Reed. Layla. He's run into trouble. That's holding the footy.
Better to kick to a contest and get done holding the ball.
Bramble. Norton. Rolling the sleeves up. Fraser. The Tigers have won it back. Can he find a teammate? Punched that like he meant it. Bramble thought his way through it. Layla clears the area. Clean pickup. O'Sullivan, great body work. That's skillful. Full has found some space by hand. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Layla with a coat hanger has given away a free kick. Reed leads his opponent. Buderick had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. They need a spark. Bramble makes position. He had prior opportunity.
Not enough talk out there, it seems.
The Tigers are playing some great footy. They've opened them up here. They've got them on the overlap. Scott heads them off at the pass. Short pass looks good. Fraser has found some space. Taking time to assess the options. Dolan. Sanders. He's lost it. O'Sullivan runs onto it. Langford. Bond chops it off. He ran into a brick wall. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. Great tackling technique there. Briggs continues to have his way. Collier Dawkins. Langford, an ever-present threat towards the goal mouth. It's off hands. A chance to clear now. Kennedy, he's taken a beauty. He's generally a good kick. Norton, what's he got on offer? That's a useful ball. Well played. They need to hit the scoreboard here. Ball lays. They must be sick of the sight of that. Kennedy. Quick snap is off target.
It's vital to kick those kinds of goals when you're behind on the scoreboard.
Looking for a quick transition. Bergman with a chance to relieve the pressure. Butters. You can see their confidence growing. The Tigers are out of trouble. The Dogs guarding the corridor. Fraser spoils and will have a throw in.
The Dogs aren't winning anywhere near enough ball, and when they do, they're turning it over. They need a big lift.
Briggs is teaching him a lesson. Rechko, Reed, you can't question his commitment. Who's at home? Sloppy disposal and a turnover. It's a tough game. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. The lift doors closed on him and he's gone.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
That's offline. Didn't really give it a chance.
That's a rare miss. They've been deadly accurate today.
Certainly have Riles. Got first gained, I think got first and second most metres gained in a game for Broadview many times.
Taking time to assess the options. They're moving the footy well here. Honours the lead. Picking their way through. Selwood with a chance to run. Can he hit a target? West has got loose. Ignoring the corridor for now. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Recognising the urgency. Kennedy! That one was always his. Golden opportunity here.
The Dogs are flat at the moment. Perhaps a goal here would energise them.
He's completely shanked it. He gets a point for it, but I'm not sure he deserves one.
He's having a good match, but his kicking at goal is really letting him down.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Bergman marks in the back pocket. Finds himself in space. Langford, great hands there. Layla hacking it forward. Butters outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. Darcy running in support. Kennedy gets his kick despite the heat. This is good ball movement. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. High, he'll be sore in the morning. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Same old, same old. Collier Dawkins, they cannot keep him quiet. Taru got to the right position and hung on. Smith, the Tigers, moving the ball well. The Dogs are chasing tail. Good disciplined defence. Langford, full. That's a big play.
He could put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
It's definitely, I'm keen for it as well.
Drop pass, goal!
They had to be patient, but they were able to pick their way through and eventually score.
The Tigers will be hard to stop now. Norton, he's been beaten, but he had a win there. Bontempelli squeezes the kick. Who's got the wheels? Bramble absorbing the pressure. He's drawn a crowd. Centre square, loose ball. Bontempelli, Dale hunting the footy. They are hunting the ball carrier. The umpire says you had prior opportunity.
He tried to do too much, not for the first time.
Armstrong, that's good work rate. Great play. The Sharon hits the deck. Buderick runs onto it. He'll feel that one. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Briggs, just for something different. Rechko, Langford, it's there!
The Dogs are feeling that cup slip further and further out of reach. They need to do virtually everything right from here.
And Mitchell Parker joining.
The Tigers have kicked the past three and they're looking formidable. Briggs, it's a masterclass in ruck work. Reed, Rechko, that's commitment to the cause. The Dogs are hanging out for the break. Briggs could do this with his eyes closed. Collier Dawkins, Hines, Richards, Kennedy takes the hand pass. I've liked his game today. Ball to be won on centre wing. Fraser, when one tackle just won't do. Got to get rid of it quickly. That's not quick enough.
Nothing wrong with ambition, but you've got to know your limits.
That play should have resulted in a shot at goal. The Tigers were looking good at half-time, and they're looking even better now. This one is theirs for the taking.
What's happening down there, Gary?
The Dogs are flat-footed and lacking energy so far. That needs to change very quickly, or this will not only get out of control, it'll become embarrassing. They're just not getting their hands on the footy nearly enough, and consequently they're asking a lot of their defenders. Too much, in fact. If they can at least stabilise in the middle, then they'll get opportunities to exert pressure. But you feel they're going to have to be pretty efficient to truly threaten today.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. Briggs showing his skills. Reed, Layla. Now it's someone else's problem. Collier Dawkins, Butters. He's lost possession. High. The Dogs under great pressure. The Tigers won't mind this. They've smashed them into clearances. Briggs. It's been a mighty performance. Collier Dawkins. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Briggs slaps it out. Collier Dawkins. Rechko. Was that a throw? Hines can run with the footy. And they're away. Selwood can keep it moving. High. Marks on centre wing. The fans will be happy to see this. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. They might as well not have a ruck. Rechko runs onto it and can drive them into attack. Clever kick. The Tigers have winners everywhere. What's he got on offer? This might be a chance for the high flyers. Full. Algier steadies. Drop punt. Goal!
A real opportunist goal there. He doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
They've got some real momentum now and will be hard to stop. The big men fly. Reed, so influential today. Rechko. And we will do it all again.
I reckon that'd be a really good cricket team.
Briggs is giving him a bath. Under pressure. Armstrong in the centre square. This should end in a shot at goal. Dale. Good thinking and good execution too. The Dogs have been out of sorts. Terrific grab there. Tidy ball. Time to turn on the Jets. Layla mops that one up. Gibcus puts his head over it. Bergman. The umpire will have it. Good ruck work. Bontempelli reads the tap well. Can they get themselves a consolation prize? West takes a beauty.
It's been a dark day, but that was a more positive passage of play, and it should result in a goal.
They need this, but the moment gets the better of him.
Doesn't exactly encourage the midfielders to work harder.
Bergman heads wide with the kick in. They're a pleasure to watch. Rechko pushes into space and receives the footy. Quality delivery by foot. Searching kick. Gathers it cleanly on the wing. By hand. They've put themselves under pressure. They've found the magic formula. Kruger. Chance for a goal here. He's miskicked it. And he hasn't even scored. That's good vision. Manages to find a teammate. Normally delivers. Kennedy has found some space. He doesn't waste many. Seizes the moment. Well done. You can see their confidence growing. Kruger marks, and this is in danger of becoming a rout.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Goes at goal, and that is an opportunity gone begging.
He'll be disappointed. That was one he would have expected to convert.
The Dogs desperately need to shift the momentum. Fraser on a lead. Kennedy all on his own. The Tigers have denied them the corridor. He's having a dirty day. Well played. Richards has charged into space. Good vision there. Kennedy can run and carry. They've got the game won, but they're refusing to let up. Briggs, he's turned in one of the great ruck performances. Butters, clean pickup, decides to go. That'll work. Briggs charges onto it. Probing ball. Bramble tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Scott, Armstrong, you know what's coming. He punches it through, and they are flying.
Terrific goal there. He's so dangerous in front of the sticks.
The sting's well and truly gone out of this one. Briggs continues to have his way. Smiley, O'Sullivan, Houghton, navigated the traffic. Butters, the kick is precise.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
Touch and go, misses.
An ugly-looking scoreboard should probably be looking even uglier.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Fraser works hard to present. Good kick. Who's front and centre? Armstrong manages to keep it in. Uses the non-preferred towards the boundary line. That was a big risk to take, and it's backfired.
He was under pressure when he kicked it, so the ump's employing a strict interpretation. This would blow the margin out to beyond 50.
From the impossible angle, what a goal!
Everyone dreams of playing this well in a grand final. It's been a phenomenal performance.
The Dogs will be burning the tape of this match. Briggs is teaching him a lesson. Smiley, O'Sullivan, Butters, under pressure. We're watching a very good side here. They're playing with purpose and poise. Bramble met solidly. Smith with the big fist. Norton gathers on the half volley. What's he got on offer? Richards. They cannot keep him quiet. Dolan towards the goal mouth. Gibcus is calm in a crisis. Feeling the heat.
The Tigers are really on top in the clearances at the moment. That continues. This match is only going to go one way.
Briggs wins it. Reed dishes it off. Rechko spills out in the tackle. Gardner steadies. Fires. Bullseye!
They've got to find a way to get him into the game. We know how damaging he can be.
They've pulled one back, but they need plenty more where that came from. Briggs, he's worth his weight in goal. O'Sullivan, got to get rid of it. Reed, good build-up. It's an exhibition in attacking footy. Butters heads towards goal and does not let them down.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
This is how you play a grand final. Briggs punches it out of the ruck. Reed. Selwood. We've seen that before. Sharp. Solid tackle. Even with the game well won, their pressure is still elite. Briggs has rucked tirelessly. Smiley. Rechko in the thick of it as ever. Algier has eyes only for the footy. Rechko. Can he hit a target? Reed takes the mark and can extend the margin.
He'll fancy his chances.
That's not going to come back. It wasn't his best effort.
They dodged a bullet there. They might not be so lucky next time.
Looking for a quick transition. Honours the lead. In no hurry here. That's well played. Slowing it down. He's been industrious. Waitman gets to the front spot. What's he got on offer? Waiting for someone to come at him. Good work rate. Norton makes position, picking their way through. No wonder the forwards are frustrated. That's a useful ball. Algier with a chance to run. Clever kick. Turned over on centre wing. Look at the distance on that hand pass. Darcy. Selwood. He's been accosted. The Tigers are giving them nothing. Norton wins it. Kennedy showing real strength. Reed in the right spot at the right time. Hyde takes an excellent grab. Doesn't often waste it. Selwood. That's good work rate. Kennedy has found some space. The aerialists will battle for this ball. Ball lays with another spoil. Bergman manages to get off a handball. Gibcus can keep it moving. They're toying with them now. He's hit up the lead. The Tigers continue to do as they wish. Algier working hard and being rewarded. The Dogs are chasing tail. Rechko. They're playing like champions. This ought to end in a goal.
That shall wrap up the men's
Bergman
premiership for
somehow
Richmond
released the ball. Dale
in
in the right
2028.
spot. High gets his kick despite the heat. Taru got a fist in. Bergman, when one tackle just won't do. No way through there, and they'll reset. Briggs has had his measure today. Smiley has some attention to deal with. Butters, Reed, it's not a fair fight. The Tigers are ready to pop the corks as they set up for what might be the last stoppage of the season. O'Sullivan. Taru. I felt that one from here. We're close now to the final siren, and I think all parties will be pleased to hear it. It's over! They've done it! Look at the ecstasy on their faces. They are the premiers, and they will celebrate long and hard. What are the main takeaways from that one, Huff?
The Tigers really turned it on today on the biggest stage. They had winners everywhere. Their teamwork was exemplary, and I don't think this result was in any doubt at any point. If it wasn't a complete performance, it was so close it doesn't matter, and they are fully deserving of the spoils.
You get the feeling there'll be a lot said about this one. Thanks, Huff.
Richmond win by 80 against Geelong. Against Hawthorn, can the Tigers, can this? And the Lady Tigers get over the line again. Oh my, look what's happened to North's women's team. What are they falling off? They're 14th. I reckon Darren Crocker might have retired as their AFLW coach. 87 points against Essendon. $89. Australia got Freo. We don't have Ghana for this one. We'll play Wotherspoon. Against Carlton. And we got a chance to complete the historic double. We're up against Sydney.
Hi, I'm Jason Bennett. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. We're coming to you from the Swinburne Centre in Richmond. The grand final is here at last. This should be a classic contest between Richmond and Sydney. Teams have outlasted everybody else. They've overcome obstacles and proved themselves to be the best two teams in the comp. But nobody wants second. Here come the teams. I'm joined by Kelly Underwood. Great to have you along, Kel. How do you see this one unfolding?
Good to be here, Jason. I like the Tigers. They've been the best side all year, and I think they'll have enough in reserve. That said, I wouldn't be surprised to see this one in the balance late.
An interesting perspective. Thanks, Kelly. Time to find out who's kicking to which end. All the preparation is done and there's nothing left but to get the show underway and find out just who is the best side in the competition. Listen to that roar. It's an atmosphere like no other. The Rucks lock horns. Hanks, Wotherspoon charges onto it. Brown belts it clear. Volmerans. She's got it.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Tigers on the board early. Schultz with a deft tap. Blasts away. Bresnahan got a fist in, met solidly. Can she hit a target? Hausager drops into the hole and marks.
Normally a reliable kick. Can she make this one count?
To level it up on the scoreboard, she's done just that.
She just had too much space to work with on that occasion and took full toll.
Both teams on the board now. Schultz showing her skills. Wotherspoon, Mackenzie. How will the umpires see this? Out of the congestion. Good handball. Conti, Hanks. Cops some unwanted attention. You can't afford to do that too often. Smith all alone in the centre square. Probing ball. Hits the deck. Missed opportunity. That's disappointing play. Hanks. Gats is hard to beat one-on-one. Takes the logical option. Molan gets a kick away. No one can mark. It's a race for goal. Volmerans. Terrific tackle. They've bottled it up. Patterson looking for territory. McNamara. Got to get it out of there. That's a useful ball. They're moving the football well here. Honours the lead. Charlton. She just dropped it. And they're away. She's been busy so far. Hyde accepted the invitation. Feeling the heat.
We haven't seen any spite yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
Schultz slaps it out. Wotherspoon. Oh, it's a hospital hand pass. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. Schultz palmed it down beautifully. Conti. Volmerans. Crunching tackle.
Both sides are making their share of mistakes. It's just a matter of who can punish their opposition the most.
Patterson showing her skills. Hurley. Gardner. She's wrapped up.
We might be in for a low-scoring match if the early going is any indication.
Patterson palmed it down beautifully. Gardner. Molan takes an excellent grab. Dowrick has found some space. Bresnahan in the right spot. Hyde gets her kick despite the heat. Good disciplined defence, and out it goes.
Good tight tussle so far. You can see the planning both sides have put into this match.
Rucks go at it. Hanks leading from the front. Boot to ball just in time. The Swans have won it back. When one tackle just won't do. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Schultz wins the hit out. Hanks, an ever-present threat. She's pushed it wide. Has a ping and misses.
She really should have capitalised on that, but not to be.
Taking no risks with the kick-in. Gardner working hard and being rewarded. Searching kick. Mackenzie makes good contact. Farms it out. Conti kicking for her first. Quick snap is off target.
It seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Maloney with the footy. Gat gathers. Here's a chance. Steadies. Fires and misses.
They're lucky they haven't been made to pay for that turnover. They really should have been.
Maloney to bring it in. Morfitt. It's no place for the faint-hearted. Brilliant tackle. They are cracking in hard. Schultz got her palm to it. Not on my watch, she says. We'll do it all again. Schultz showing her skills. She's not one to take a backward step. Weston Turner gets to the drop and they'll get the goal in the end.
This would give them some breathing space.
Goes for the check side. Yes, that is so skillful.
She might just be in for a big day.
The Tigers are up and about early. Patterson palmed it down beautifully. Hurley, look at her go. The Swans are good with their hands. She couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. The two rucks do battle. Hanks competing fiercely. The team physios will be working overtime. Got to get rid of it quickly. That's not quick enough.
She bit off more than she could chew.
Good thinking and good execution too. Can they find a late goal? Walmerans! That one was always hers. Bresnahan. Fair to say it's been a lacklustre affair so far. Schultz got her palm to it. Wotherspoon. Neither side able to clear the footy. Schultz wins the tap. Wotherspoon. That's a strong mark. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Gatt has found some space.
Poor defence, leaving her on her own, and now you'd imagine she'll make them pay.
She hasn't kicked a goal yet. Does she get one here? No, it bounces off the post.
She'll be disappointed with that, but she'll back herself to make amends if she gets a chance.
Can they finally get it into their forward half? Good work rate. Fish. Got a little time here. Doesn't often waste it. And an absorbing first term comes to an end. This one looks like it'll be close. Now for some analysis from half.
The Tigers are doing a lot right, but it hasn't fully translated to the scoreboard yet. You feel they deserve to be further in front. They might be better served by being more patient and constructing better shots at goal.
Thanks for those observations, half, as we get back underway. The Rucks lock horns. They've got a good understanding, those two. Molan didn't need to be asked twice. That's skillful. Who's front and centre? Garner comes free in the tackle. Gardner gets there first. The Swans should score here. Molan squeezes the kick. Time to light up the Jets. Just has to hit a target. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Slowing it down now. Dowrick with a chance to run. O'Hare can keep it moving. Garner, that's a well-placed kick. Quality delivery by foot. Tidy ball. Malloy clears the area. Plenty of heat in this game. Volmerans. Can she find a teammate? In no man's land. Bresnahan looking for two in a row. Hyde. She's run into trouble. She's besieged. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Morfitt with the tap. Hurley. McNamara gets the kick away. Hyde picks off the pass. The defence has fallen down. Lee tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Weston Turner. It's a hot footy. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard here. Morfitt wins it. Gardner. Hurley. No easy exit. It's not a fair fight. The umpire circles and calls for the football. Can they create a shot at goal from this stoppage? Schultz has got on top. Hanks. It's there.
The Tigers, building on their impressive first quarter, they've got their tails up.
The Tigers have the edge, but they're in a scrap. Don't worry about that. The two rucks do battle, like Thelma and Louise. Hurley. Lee, working hard and presenting well. What she got on offer? They've picked their way through. Smith can just about finish it herself.
This is what she gets paid to do, kick these goals.
Kicking for her first. Defence 101 there. Gets it to safety.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Wotherspoon works hard to present. The Tigers are playing some great footy. Fish in heavy traffic. McAvoy. Important tackle. She was just about through otherwise. Steadies. Delivers. And back they come.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they got full reward for it.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're enjoying it at home. They've got good chemistry, those two. She's been industrious. Grierson cuts it off. Ignoring the corridor for now, Kennedy makes position. Normally delivers. Hyde went bang. Hurley, Fish, Malloy. She's caught. Kicks to space. Bouncing ball. Garner gathers. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Tonin, that's good work rate. Crosses the arc. Brown, we've seen that before. The Swans might be able to start something. Fish, Hurley on a lead. Looking to hit up the short option. This is great ball movement. She's had little impact so far. Molan is in the right spot at the right time. Van Loon, solid tackle. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Schultz got her palm to it. Dowrick, O'Hare. She'll be sore tomorrow. We've got another stoppage. The two rucks do battle. Hanks, Garner. They're playing for keeps right now. She will work all day. What she got on offer? Good kick. That's well played. Fish. They cannot keep her quiet. It's loose inside the 50. Smith, not her best. Riddell is calm in a crisis. Honours the lead. Neat little worm burner. Manages to find a teammate. Good looking kick. Volmerans. Dangerous to leave her on her own. You have to be tough to play this game. Didn't take the first option and she's been penalised.
Not enough talk out there, it seems.
She'd like that one back. That's disappointing play. She just keeps racking up disposals. O'Hare outbodied her opponent and took a ripper. Riddell dishes it off. Hyde. Whatever she's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Who's got the wheels? Weston Turner knew where the help was. Volmerans. She's gone. Now it's someone else's problem. Lee. This will be coming straight back.
That's the value of pressure. Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
She's kicked it as straight as an arrow.
You can't afford to give free kicks away in front of goal. All that hard work, and then you just give up an easy one.
The halftime siren sounds and the players will retreat to the rooms with lots to contemplate. Half's with us again. What's on your mind, Half?
The Tigers are in fine form in the contest and also on the outside. The runners are complementing the ball winners beautifully, and they're a very well-oiled machine where every player understands and executes their role. Some of their clearance to score work has been sublime.
Thanks, Half, as we get going again. Schultz has had her measure today. Gets her kick despite the heat. The great Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Hyde. Fantastic tackling technique there. Who can get the clearance? Just shoveled it out. Mackenzie hacking it forward. That's an impressive mark.
Straightforward, you would think.
For a flying start to the term, it's online. She's drilled it.
They've been consistently able to find avenues to goal through quick and direct ball movement.
The Tigers have one hand on the cup. Great ruck work. Garner out of the congestion. Dowrick is there in the clinches. McNamara in the centre square. Smith lurking dangerously. They've got to get a wriggle on. The sprint is on. Bresnahan wins it, and she needed to. The umpire didn't have to think too hard about that one. The Tigers are playing like winners. Schultz, Bresnahan, Dowrick gives the handball away. Van Loon, she's a real pocket rocket. She's been quiet. They can smell victory. Can't hang on under close attention. Grierson, desperate to win it back. Dangerous spot for a loose ball. Gardner, onto it in a heartbeat. She's done everything today but kick a goal. Now she's done that too.
She's doing everything she can to keep them in this game.
Underway once more. Schultz has rucked tirelessly. Hanks. Which way will it bounce? That's sloppy play, and it could come back to bite them. Her field kicking is normally first rate. Weston Turner concedes some ground. She's drawn a crowd. She sends him inside for the fourth time. Scrounges a kick. It looks a well-oiled forward line.
She's batting at 100% so far.
This will be a close thing. It's good.
She managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. The two rucks do battle. Garner, Dowrick. You can see their confidence growing. She's under close attention. They need a spark. Lee, big tackle laid. They're tackling with venom today. Schultz continues to have her way. Dowrick, this is great pressure footy. If she thought she was getting away, she was sadly mistaken.
The Tigers would be sitting on a bigger lead if they'd been a little more careful with the ball. If they sort that out, they'll be hard to stop.
Sloppy disposal, and we'll have a throw in.
The Swans are struggling to provide their forwards with quality supply. It might be time to shuffle the magnets.
Patterson, a rare win. Hurley, she's lost it. Schultz, Conti, Dowrick, Tonin. Doesn't often waste it. She's hit up the lead. What she got on offer? Searching kick. Great body work. Golden opportunity here. Good handball. Dowrick, she's everywhere at the moment. Cronin, marks. That's hard to stop.
Kicking at her first.
Heads for home. It's close. Waiting on the goal umpire. 6 points.
That's what happens when you leave players in space inside 50. It hurts you on the scoreboard.
The Tigers are threatening to run away with it now. This has been impressive. Schultz, she's worth her weight in gold. Wotherspoon, Conti. She was optimistic if she thought she could break that tackle. Schultz has been dominant in the ruck. Almost threw it out. Garner, they're looking for the knockout blow. Good disciplined defence. Kennedy. Schultz belts it clear. The team physios will be working overtime. We've got a whistle, umpire's ball. Schultz got her palm to it. Wotherspoon, Cronin, feeling the heat, manages to get off a handball. Morfitt gets there first. That's good vision. Decides to go. Can she be the fire starter? Hyde wins it back. Great mark. She might have thought about the corridor. The kick lets them down. Hyde with the big fist. They've put themselves under pressure. She's set upon. It's the umpire's ball as we near three-quarter time. Morfitt looking for territory. McNamara, Hurley, Lee, Fish. Oh, that's in the back. They've picked their way through. Hyde makes good contact. Desperate defence. She was trying to force her way through, but nothing doing. Schultz. It's been a mighty performance. Cronin, Molan, Wotherspoon, McKenzie. Strong grab. What she got on offer. Clever kick. Maloney clears the area. Farms it out. Poor hands there. Conti under pressure. That's not going to be a goal. She's put it through.
The Tigers have set themselves up for what should be a stress-free final term. They've been far too good.
The Tigers were looking good at half-time and they're looking even better now. This one is theirs for the taking. It's time for some observations from Daniel Harford.
The Swans are really struggling to score so far, and the simple reason is they're not winning enough ball. They would need to be super efficient with the ball that they are getting, but it isn't sustainable. Whether tactically they try something different at stoppages or they throw someone different into the middle, they've got to do something.
Good on you, Half. Thank you. Morfitt gets her hand to it. Wotherspoon. McKenzie running in support. That's a bit of a waste. Lee. Molan tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Hausager. That probably should have at least scored. Probing ball. Good work rate. Looking for the shorter option. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. Van Loon. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. Schultz. Hasn't seen a lot of it. They've given it back. Not on my watch, she says. Oh, she's been absolutely crunched. Got to get rid of it quickly. That's not quick enough.
She bit off more than she could chew.
Normally delivers. McKenzie makes position. Good-looking kick. The Tigers have winners everywhere. Conti leaves it behind. Volmerans. Oh, I felt that one from here, and I'm in your screen. They are still cracking in hard deep into this game. Schultz slaps it out. Dealt with the pressure. McKenzie. Wotherspoon. Pushing and paid. Who's at home? Brown with another spoil. Stripped of the footy. Lee. To no one in particular. Morfitt. A quick getaway wasn't possible. This spells trouble. Comes free in the tackle. Takes on the responsibility. Just needs to finish. And finish she does.
Surely that's shut the gate on them.
They've got some real momentum now and will be hard to stop. Morfitt. She's been beaten, but she had a win there. Hurley. Molan drops into the hole and cuts that one off. McKenzie in the clear. Tidy ball. Volmerans. The Tigers finishing strongly. That's a fine grab in the back pocket, and they might have dodged a bullet. Lee with a chance to run. Ignoring the corridor for now. Morfitt works hard to present. She's generally a good kick. They're moving the football well here. What she got on offer? They desperately need a goal. Malloy on a lead. Charlton. It's amounted to nothing. The Tigers can smell blood. The Swans have been out of sorts. Schultz went bang. Smith. Malloy getting involved. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard here. Same old, same old. Hanks. Bit of a panicked handball. Dowrick. The Swans are chasing tail. In no man's land. McAvoy affects the turnover. Knew the tackle was coming. The Tigers are giving them nothing. Great ruck work. Hurley. They cannot keep her quiet. Bresnahan. We've seen that before. Gardner. It's loose in the middle. That's disappointing play. You have to be tough to play this game. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Schultz, just for something different.
The double is happening.
McKenzie. The umpire whistles for a ball up. It's not a fair fight. Schultz is giving her a bit of a bath. Hanks, Mackenzie takes the hand pass. You can never question her commitment. This is a joy to watch. Dishes it off. Hanks, Wotherspoon in the right spot. Can she find a teammate? Schultz. The Tigers continue to do as they wish. Mackenzie runs onto it and can drive them into attack. Gatt got to get it on quickly. She's besieged. Umpire says she had no prior. Morfitt wins the hit out. Gardner, a good kick here and they'll be in business. Molan, they must be sick of the sight of that. Gee, they're playing well. The Tigers are white hot at the moment. She would have fancied her chances from there. Weston Turner had eyes only for the footy. It's on the way, and there's another nail in the coffin.
The Tigers are going from strength to strength. They've got all the answers at the minute.
This is how you play a grand final. They might as well not have a ruck. Just had to get it out. Conti, they're irrepressible at the moment. That's an impressive mark.
It's a big margin and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
Drop punt, looks good, and she's got it.
The Swans have really fallen away. Resistance has been minimal and they'll have some home truths to share with each other after this.
It's just about time for them to celebrate. What a performance this has been. Schultz, it's a masterclass in ruck work. Hurley, when one tackle just won't do. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The umpire gives her the benefit of the doubt. Schultz with a deft tap. They've got good chemistry, those two. She's lost possession. Morfitt lays it off. Attracted a crowd. You asked for it, you got it. We'll have yet another stoppage. Morfitt got her palm to it. Hurley, McNamara. This will be their first entry for a while. And the kick inside 50 lets them down. They've found the magic formula. Manages to find a teammate. Neat little worm burner. Schultz has found some space. Well played. What she got on offer. This is great ball movement. Riddell. They've got winners all over the park. Taking out some frustration, possibly. Morfitt puts her head over it. Lee. Charlton marks on centre wing. Siren. They were challenged, but they stood firm and overcame every obstacle. It's the sweetest feeling that sport can offer. What did you make of that match, Kel?
The Tigers were sensational. They were in the zone, and the longer the match went, the better they got. If you're lucky enough to be a supporter of this side, you couldn't have asked for more. It was a brutal display by a team that's been building towards this moment all year. The best side by a mile.
Thanks for those insights, Kel, and for your input today.